this is an exciting part of the tape because this is where we're actually going to start helping you improve your golf game. We're going to be talking about faults and cures. It might be a good idea for you to grab a pad and a pencil. When we start discussing a problem that's common to you, you might want to jot down the cure so the next time you're out on the driving range you can start working at improving it. In this part of the faults and cures, we're going to talk about slices and hooks. Now, it's important to note that if the club face is coming through open to the target line, your golf ball will slice. In other words, an open club face will put side spin on the ball and create a slice. Now, to correct that, what we're going to do is we're going to take the hands and rotate them slightly to the right on the club. In other words, we're going to turn our hands in the direction that the ball has been curving to take that curve away. It's called strengthening the grip. And what that does is it influences your hands to be more active as you come into the hitting zone to help square that club face up. Now, it's important that we get that club face square at impact because if there's any side spin on the ball, that will finally influence the path at which you swing the club. Now, to better illustrate how a slice can finally affect your alignment, we're going to look at this from a wider view. If the ball has been continually curving to the right, it's very natural for the golfer to finally start to aim and align themselves off to the left. Now, that means our shoulders are pointing across the line. And that leaves the club no alternative but to swing on a path that would be from outside back to inside. Now, that out to in swing is really just trying to make room for that curve that we know is going to bring the ball back to the right. So to cure that, we first turn the hands on the club in the direction the ball is curving. In other words, we're going to turn both hands to a stronger position on the grip. After we've taken the curve away, we would then align our body so that our feet, hips, and most importantly our shoulders are parallel to the target line. Now, that puts the club on the proper path to swing around us in the backswing and around us in the through swing. Now we're going to discuss the hook. Now, a hook is also a shot that curves, but this one curves to the left. That same curve will affect the alignment of someone who hooks the ball as well. Now, let's look at that from a wide shot. If the ball is curving to the left on us, the tendency is going to be to get the aim and the alignment set across to the right. You can see here that my shoulders are pointing across this target line to the right. Now, that influences the club to swing on a path that is too much from inside to outside. Now, the cure, again, is in two steps. We would first adjust the grip by turning the hands back to the left. That's weakening the grip. And then we would take the alignment and square it up, making sure again that the feet, the hips, and the shoulders are parallel to our target line. As I mentioned earlier in the tape, the golf ball can only react to what the club face is doing at the moment of impact. Now, we're going to put you in a unique position. We've set a camera about 220 yards straight down the target line. And what you're going to be able to do is view the ball coming right straight at you. What you're going to be seeing are the different ball flight possibilities. Flags in the fairway will help define the target line. Here we see the straight ball. That's the one that everyone wants to hit. Now, this graphic illustrates the 9 ball flight possibilities. The straight ball comes from the path being correct and the club face being square to the path. This line helps to show us the target line. If the club face is square to the target line at impact, the ball flies straight. Now, an outside to inside swing will produce a pull. That's a ball that starts to the left of the target line. As you can see, this ball has taken off to the left and flies straight to the left. That's caused by the club swinging from outside to inside, but the face is square to that path, so there's no side spin on the ball. A straight push comes from the club swinging too much from the inside to the outside. Again, the face is square, but the path is incorrect. And this pushes the ball to the right. Now these are all path mistakes with the square club face. A straight pull and a straight ball. Now if the club face doesn't match the direction of the swing, you'll get curve. Here we're looking at the push hook. This finds the club traveling from inside to outside, but the club face is closed, putting side spin on the ball. As you saw, the ball curve back to the left. As the club head approaches the ball, if it is closed to the direction the club is swinging, you'll put spin on the ball that causes it to hook. Now the straight slice is where most golfers start their careers. In other words, you'll aim and align yourself straight to the target line, but because of poor timing, the club face remains open. As you can see here, the ball is curving to the right of the target. The club face is open, putting side spin on the ball, creating the right-hand curve. Now, if the golfer doesn't improve their timing or correct that club face, it finally affects their alignment. And what they'll do is aim to the left, creating an out-to-in swing path, but the club face is still open to that path. The ball then starts to the left of the target, and as you can see here, it curves back to the right at the end of its flight. Here we can see an open club face with an out-to-in swing path, creating a pull slice. We'd like the club face to come back to square, pointing right down the target line, not open, which produces a slice, nor closed, which produces the hook. If the club face is square at impact and traveling down the target line, it makes it easier to swing the club on the proper path, from inside back to the inside. Now from this view, we can see how proper alignment creates proper path. With my shoulders aligned squarely to the target line, the club positions itself at the top. As it swings back down from the inside, it moves again to the inside on the target side, creating a straight ball. Now if my shoulders get aligned to the right of my target line, it creates a path that goes too much from the inside, and you can see that the club points across a little bit to the right of my target line at the top. It'll follow this path on the downswing, creating a push. That ball starts to the right of my target. Now, a pull is created when my shoulders get pointed across to the left of my target line. This forces the arms and the club to swing on a path that is from out to in, and as you can see, the ball starts to the left of my target line. From this view, you'll see how important it is to maintain your alignment throughout the downswing. If the shoulders can return to square at impact, in other words, the shoulders are parallel to my target line here at impact, the club, arms, and body will turn through the shot together, producing a shot that goes right straight up the target line. In this next shot, we'll see how turning the shoulders too quickly affects the alignment. And here we'll see a pull shot. The shoulders turn too quickly As I start the club down, and you see at impact, my shoulders are pointed well to the left of the target line. And the arms must follow the shoulders in the through swing, thus producing a pull off to the left of the target. And that concludes the full swing. And remember, as you practice, watch the golf ball. It'll tell you what you've done wrong and what you need to do to correct it. You'll soon be on your way to lower scores.